Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, Sumo fans. I'm Vinny and this is Sumo Files. And first of all, I'm really sorry I couldn't cover the London Basho as I had planned. Two things got in the way. First, I got sick with a pretty bad throat infection, which made recording impossible. My voice is still a little weird, but I think you can at least understand it. And second, the Japan Sumo Association didn't release highlight footage in the same format as their official tournaments, so I had very little material to work with. But since this wasn't an official Basho, I didn't stress too much about it and instead decided to make this review to share my thoughts on what really matters during this historic event. The London Basho came to an end on Sunday, with Yokozuna Hoshoryu crowned as the champion. But let's be honest, winning wasn't the main point of this tournament. What really mattered was everything that surrounded it. Let's start with the obvious. The London Basho was a massive success in promotion, audience engagement, public reception, and overall atmosphere. But that doesn't mean it was full of intense or dramatic bouts. Far from it, actually. This was a 5-day Hanazumo tournament, meaning the wrestlers held back during their performances, similar to what we see in Jungyo tours across Japan. In fact, some long-time sumo fans have begun to suspect that a few of the matches have been lightly choreographed, staged just enough to show off a variety of kimarichi and techniques to entertain the London crowd. Do I like that idea? Not really, but over the course of this event, I realized something important. I wasn't the target audience. This tournament wasn't meant for the hardcore fans. It was made to introduce sumo's beauty, culture, and ritual to people who had never seen it before. That's why every day began with explanations about the dohyo, the salt purification, the ring entering ceremonies, and even the meaning of the tsuna rope worn by the yokozuna. It was an educational journey as much as it was a sporting one. And you know what? It worked! The tournament delivered its mission perfectly. Hoshoryu took home the trophy, along with a giant bottle of soy sauce and an enormous Hello Kitty doll. Takayasu got the Fighting Spirit prize, Tobizaru the Outstanding Performance prize, and Dura the Technique and Audience prizes. Hoshoryu dominated the tournament by winning all of his bouts. The Yokozuna is still maintaining his good form from September and easily swiped his opponents. Takayasu ended with 4 wins, and captivated everyone with his brute force and lovely personality. Tobizaru also finished with 4 wins, and showed some impressive throws that made the crowd go wild. Now, if you were to pick one Rikishi to show the magic of sumo to new fans, you'd have to pick one of its biggest wizards, right? And that's what Ura did, finishing with 3 wins and 2 losses, being undoubtedly the most popular Rikishi in London after these 5 days. One of his losses came against Shao Nishiki, who didn't get an award, but earned a lot of attention for executing a rare Kai Nahineri, something that definitely left the crowd amazed. Beyond the dohyo, the cultural exchange was perhaps the biggest highlight. The wrestlers, known in Japan for their humility and quiet discipline, became local sensations almost overnight. See, the major difference between sumo wrestlers and other athletes in general is that they do not consider themselves celebrities, and therefore are extremely accessible to fans. They walked the streets, signed autographs, took photos with everyone who asked, and even in some cases rode bicycles around the city. Tobizaru, for instance, reportedly missed his bus back to the hotel one evening and decided to ride a bike instead. The simplicity of their lifestyle genuinely impressed the British public. On social media, people commented that just being around the Rikishi made them feel calmer, like they were witnessing something timeless, something they just couldn't explain. As a fan, I completely understand that feeling. In the end, the London Basho was a complete success. Everyone who attended loved it, those who didn't wished they had, and both groups ended the week wanting more. Hopefully, this event inspires new fans to follow sumo beyond this exhibition. But for that to happen, the JSA needs to make the sport more accessible. Bringing back English language broadcasts would be a great place to start. Will they actually do it? I doubt it, but I sure hope so. And for anyone who started watching sumo because of the London Basho, there are two easy ways to keep following the sport. You can watch the Japan Sumo Association's official YouTube channel, where they post highlights just a few hours after each day's matches, or NHK World, which uploads full-day summaries with a one-day delay. News can be tricky to find in English sometimes, but nothing a good translator can't handle. I don't know how many people will stick around after this event, but I truly hope it's a lot, because sumo deserves to keep growing. And as we say after every tournament, no matter the outcome, everything ends with hakioi. But anyway, that's all for today. So if you enjoyed this video, consider liking it, subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications so you don't miss any future content. That's it guys, until next time!